What is up, guys? Welcome back to another gameplay commentary, and this is some Black Ops 3 Team Deathmatch gameplay on Nuketown. And I was using the Scythe, and this was actually the first game I actually tried it out. I had just unlocked the Specialist, and I was like, let me try this thing out. It's got like a machine gun, and I thought it was pretty cool looking. So that's kind of how I made my decision. I was like, well, he's cool, so I'll try it out. Why not? But I wanted to make this commentary kind of about like I guess the variation of gamers, and the intensity, or like the types of gamers I guess there are. And not that I'm gonna have names for the types of gamers, but one of my friends said to me probably a couple years ago now that he didn't really think he was like a gamer, even though he played Xbox pretty much. For back when he said this, he probably played Xbox every day, but he wasn't a person who had like a lot of video games. Like, I've always been the person who has like a big vast collection of games, and enjoy playing most of the games I have. Like, I like to play every game. Like any game that is decently good, I generally strive to go out and play, and I try to play it. Whereas he was saying that he was more like, basically, if it's like a good war game, he'll play it. If it's like a Call of Duty game, he'll play it, which I guess that fits into war games. But then there were very few like open world RPG games that he liked. He thought, because for him the mechanics and like the movement and like the controls were always too weird, and he wasn't a fan of that. But I've always been kind of the person who's like, dude, like I'll play practically every game that is decent, like, or that has some good reviews, or if someone says like, dude, you need to play that game, then I've always kind of been a person to go out of my way to try to play it. Like, recently I just bought a PS3 just solely because I wanted to play all these games that were exclusives that I don't get to play on my Xbox, or I have never played on Xbox One or 360. So like, I recently beat the Uncharted series, and that was great. I recently beat all the Ratchet and Clank games, or I haven't beat them all. I got like 1 or 2 left. But I got to play all those because, those were games when the PS3 first came out, I was like, dang, I wish I had a PS3 just so I could play those games. And so, and there's just like, even with all these HD remakes that they have for the PS3 and the Xbox One and all this, it makes me want to go play the games that I never played the original ones. Like The Last of Us. Like, I never got to play that game, and I still haven't played it, but that is a game that I've been wanting. I'm probably going to go over the summer and either play. I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy the remastered one. I mean, unless someone can comment and tell me that, hey, no, the first one is way better than the remastered one, because I was looking at the reviews, and the remastered one got a 10 from Game Informer, where the regular one just got like a 9.5, which, I mean, are both great, but if one got a 10, like, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. But I don't know. So it just makes me kind of think, like, are you guys, like, are you the type of people, like, I'm definitely a type of person who likes to, when I buy a game, it doesn't matter if I beat it, like, I like to keep it. I'm not a big trade my games in and get cash for them, because it's like, you don't really get much for them, and I like to see all the games that I have, and it's kind of like, it's something that I think is neat. I've always been kind of a collector, I guess, just of many things. I like to have collections of things. And I think that all started way back when I got big into Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was probably like between 5 and 8. I don't remember exactly when, but I think it was probably closer to 5 when I first really got into it. But I mean, I think that started a very big problem in my life with collecting things, and I have to say that I'm thankful for that. It's definitely brought joy to me, joy to my life. And playing these new games or old games, it has really been great. I have been able to play these games that I've always wanted to play. I've been bored, and especially when I couldn't play any of my disc copy games on Xbox. I was kind of bored. So buying a PS3 and being able to play all these old games, even though I can't play them with anybody, I'm just playing them by myself. It has been so enjoyable, just because of the fact that now I'm like caught up with some of the games that are gonna come out now, and I've been able to see what's gonna, like, I'm caught up with the storyline, so, you know, I get to enjoy these newer games firsthand, and when they first come out, I get to enjoy them. So, it just brings me to the question, are you more like me? Are you one of the people who, you know, you play any decently good game, or are you kind of the person who's like, you know, there are probably like 8 total series of games that I like, but aside from that, I don't really just go out and buy games that are older or that were great games. I only buy games that are, or I only buy or play games that are newer and that everyone plays. So I don't know if you can kind of get what I'm saying. You know, what kind of person are you? What do you? How do you decide what games you play? So hope you enjoyed. See you guys.